Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. The US Army began a program to improve the protection of its M1A2 Abrams tanks in 1998. Along with some other improvements, the System Enhancement Package (SIPE) added improved computer components, improved system components, and improved armor protection. In 1999, the US Army received its first M1A2 SIPE tank. 240 M1A2 SIPE tanks were constructed from the ground up. The M1A2 SIPE standard was applied to an additional 300 M1A2 tanks that were previously outdated. Remarkably, 400 of the M1A1 tanks that were the oldest were upgraded to the M1A2 SIPE standard. It's also unclear how many of the basic refurbished M1 tanks were upgraded to this level. A minimum of 900 M1A2 SIPE main battle tanks were thus in service with the US military. This served as the foundation for the US military's armored forces. The original version of this tank has not been exported. When the M1A2 SIPE Abrams was first introduced, it was considered to be among the world's top main battle tanks. It was armored with amazing technology. The upgraded M1A2 tanks weighed a little bit more than the standard model. The front of the hull and turret of the original M1A2 tank were strengthened with layers of depleted uranium mesh, which was an advanced armor type. The M1A2 SIPE has added a graphite coating to further improve the depleted uranium armor components. One of the best protections in the world is thought to exist for this MBT. Front turret armor was calculated to be equal to 940 to 960 mm of steel armor against kinetic energy weapons and 320 to 360 mm against thermal weapons. Front hull armor is thought to be equal to steel armor measuring 560 to 590 mm against kinetic energy weapons and 510-050 mm against heat weapons. Against every known anti-tank weapon, the M1A2 SIPE is remarkably protected. It can also make use of counter-IED tools. With the addition of explosive reactive armor, protection can be further increased. The M256 120mm smoothbore gun, just like the M1A2, is still mounted on the tank. More than 4 kilometers is the effective fire range. It employs the M829A3 APFSDS round with a depleted uranium penetrator against enemy tanks and other heavily armored targets. Additionally, the muzzle exit of the M1028 canister round is designed to unleash powerful bursts of tungsten fragments. Against infantry that is being assaulted within 200 to 500 meters, this round is extremely lethal. Additional ammunition comprises the M908 obstacle-reducing round and the M830 high-explosive anti-tank multipurpose round, along with its upgraded M830A1 version. The turret bustle, which has blowout panels installed, holds the main gun's ammunition. Included in the SEP upgrade package were digital maps. Moreover, a digital battlefield management system is installed on this tank. It enables commanders to monitor both friendly and adversarial forces in the field of combat. The basis of this system is almost real-time. Friendly cars are updated with their locations in real time. The vehicle commander's situational awareness is improved by this system. There are 4 people working on this tank: the commander, the gunner, the loader, and the driver. The power pack was upgraded in a few ways. The main battle tank is propelled by a 1,500 horsepower Honeywell AGT 1500 gas turbine engine. Good performance is provided by this engine. Compared to a similar diesel, the gas turbine produces more horsepower. It is complicated, fuel-hungry, and demands a great deal of logistical support and maintenance. Although it can run on gasoline in an emergency, this engine is primarily powered by diesel or jet fuel. It takes 30 minutes to remove and replace an entire power pack. Additionally, an auxiliary power unit is installed in the tank. When the primary engine is shut off, it supplies power to every system. For increased durability, the transmission was upgraded. It is noteworthy that this tank operates quietly. A C-5 Galaxy or C-17 Globemaster III military transport aircraft is capable of airlifting this main battle tank. The US is no longer manufacturing new Abrams tank hulls. Instead, current stock hulls are being renovated and reconstructed to meet new specifications. An improved version is the variant M1A2 SEP V2. A 12.7mm heavy machine gun is part of the CROWS or CROWS-2 remotely controlled weapon station that is added to it. It is possible to fire this weapon from inside the tank without putting the crew in danger from enemy fire. Two 7.62mm machine guns are also present. One of them is positioned in line with the primary gun. The other is used by the loader and is fixed to the roof. In 2007, the U.S. Army started receiving deliveries of M1A2 SAPV-2 tanks. For the M1A2 SAPV-2 and later upgraded SAPV-3 tanks, the U.S. military placed an initial order with Israel in 2018 for the first batch of modified Rafael Trophy HV active protection systems. The most modernized and sophisticated Abrams tank in use by the U.S. Army right now is the M1A2 SAPV-3. In addition to M1A2C. In 2015, it was made public. It boasts multiple enhancements in terms of resilience, upkeep, fuel economy, and networking potential. The new munitions, improved anti-IED capability, updated fire control system, updated armor package, and modified active protection system are the primary upgrades to survivability. With a depleted uranium penetrator, the SAPV-3 tanks are capable of firing both the new M1147 advanced multipurpose programmable munition and the new M829A4 advanced kinetic energy munition. Designed to engage a variety of targets, including field fortifications, buildings, enemy troops concealed behind cover, and lightly armored vehicles, the M1147 high-explosive round was created. Airburst, detonation on contact, or delayed detonation are among the programming options. This particular round was created specifically to replace other high-explosive projectile types like the M1028, M908, M830, and M830A1 rounds that were utilized by M1A2 Abrams tanks. An altered Trophy HV active protection system is employed by the tank. The tank has a new electronic device installed that jams IEDs driven remotely. It also has a brand new joint tactical radio system installed. The backup power supply has been upgraded. A request was made in 2017 to convert 247 M1A1 tanks to the new SAPV-3 standard. In 2020, the U.S. Army started receiving deliveries of these tanks. Another 161 tanks were to be upgraded to the new specification. Models M1A2 SAPV-2 and SAPV-3 serve as the basis for the M1A2T export version intended for Taiwan. It's been modified a little to comply with regional regulations. The tank and the SAPV-3 are nearly identical. It lacks depleted uranium armor, though. Rather, it makes use of degraded armor. A number of these MBTs were ordered by Taiwan. In 2022, Taiwan received the first two M1A2T tanks. The newest upgraded Abrams tank is the M1A2 SAPV-4. It has a few other upgrades as well as more sophisticated commanders and gunners' sights. In 2022, during testing, this updated version was first observed. It might get to U.S. units that are in service by 2025. Wolverine Heavy Assault Bridge, M104 on the M1A2 SAP, it is based. The Abrams series tanks are designed to be more resilient in urban settings thanks to the Tank Urban Survival Kit, TUSK. Under field conditions, the units can apply the TUSK. The tank's protection, firepower, and situational awareness are all enhanced once the kit is installed.